flooded. Nobody had shelter. Dude, church over 16,000 people. My man was going to leave his church closed until somebody had a viral video that showed that the church is on top of a hill, and the church had a little bit of water at the bottom of it. And dude was trying to say, oh, my church is flooded. Y'all okay? My man make over 70 million. That's his house. That's for one mofo living in that compound that you see right here. That's one house. That's one house. Look, that is one house for one person. One. Dude, my man living large, you hear me? Please believe my man is living like a champion. All right, so look, he got 4.4 million. My dude got 4.4 million in PPP loan. Don't pay taxes. The church does not pay taxes. Who did he get this money from? The taxpayers. All right? I want to bring you guys to Creflo Dollar, because Creflo Dollar, I had to see what Creflo had to say. Let's see what Creflo had to say. What you got to say, Creflo?
Is acquired. Wealth is gained. All through the Bible. Now listen, here's been the deal. How come then, Brother Dollar, when mine gonna come in? All right, watch this. I'll tell you why I hadn't come in. You ain't giving the blessing none to work with. You ain't giving the blessing nothing to multiply. You're not giving the blessing anything to multiply. It's going to take the involvement of some materials. If you need money, it's going to take the involvement of money so it can be multiplied.
So it can be multiplied. God, wow. I don't understand how people are still donating to do. Look at that mansion. How do you take your hard-earned dollars that you make, struggle to live, to get to him? And out of a book that says it's hard for the rich to get in heaven and to get all your money away. And my man is living in a 70. Look at that mansion. That compound there is for one person. You can't make this up. You cannot make this up. If I'm lying, I'm flying. His followers, the average income is like $30,000. And I was reading the comments. Somebody said, no, I stopped going to a particular church when the pastor pulled up in a Bentley. There's a church in Texas, no, Detroit. Well, Creflo's in Atlanta. Creflo's in Atlanta got, I'm going to read the comments. Look at this. Let me see. Just greedy. I am a Christian. I find it appalling. Money should have went to the Texans and starving homes. They're losing their homes right now. Geez, these ministries don't even practice Christianity. I doubted if they even seriously could tip teaching of Jesus. And nobody thinks this money would go to anything. Joe's fruitless whim. Since they are tax exempt, yes, trying to catch Copeland. Tax the church. Tax the goddamn church, right? Tax the mega church. That's what everybody's saying. Is anybody remotely surprised? Somebody said God's always broke. He needs money. Goddamn greedy con artist hiding behind cross. He needs to return their money. Joel Osteen, boy, my man is. And check this. He was still getting donations through his church. They were donating online. He continued to have Sunday sermon online where he continued to receive money through paying online. Yeah, this dude said, I'm a pastor. We should tax the church. Yeah. All right, so look, y'all, I'm going to bring y'all this story.
The pastor's first public response to the storm was to ask his 6 million followers on Twitter to join him in prayer for his fellow Texans. But many on social media were not satisfied and said, you can do better.
This morning, Joel Osteen's Lakewood Church is open for business.
There you go, sugar. Do you need a towel?
Taking in Harvey evacuees and truckloads of donations after facing a storm of criticism. The 16,000-seat megachurch near downtown Houston, once the Houston Rockets basketball arena, now owned by the celebrity televangelists. His sermons followed by 7 million people.
God's got this.
When Harvey slammed into Texas, Pastor Joel initially offered prayers, but little else, and social media pounced. His critics demanding more. Open your church as a shelter, one person wrote. Provide food and clothing, please. A fellow pastor tweeting, you have a huge obligation to show the love of Christ at this very moment. Open the doors. The church says the building was inaccessible due to severe flooding. Pictures the church posted seem to confirm that. Later, others responded with their own, less dramatic pictures from outside the venue. A spokesperson telling the Washington Post, this is crazy. People are saying we've locked the church. The church has been open from the beginning, but it's not designated as a shelter. Amid the rising backlash, Osteen tweeting on Tuesday afternoon, Victoria and I care deeply about our fellow Houstonians. Lakewood's doors are open and we are receiving anyone who needs shelter. Later giving this explanation to Houston NBC station KPRC.
We were waiting for the right time. Really, Lakewood is always open. We just didn't necessarily have staff here the night that it flooded out here.
Now, volunteers are flocking to the megachurch, packing trucks full of donations. Who's giving this stuff?
Just all the neighbors around the area, that's it.
So my man getting 70 million. Closed his church, trying to say, oh, the city of Houston had to ask him, please open your church. There was pictures going around. Dude tried to release fake pictures of his church being flooded. And somebody went to his church and took pictures all around it. Wasn't flooded. Other pastors had to beg him, please open your doors. Nobody got shelter. Then dude tried to say, oh, he tried to just offer prayers to the people on Twitter. Let's pray. Dude, your followers give you over 70 million. You driving Bentleys while they catching the bus. Hey, there's a pastor in Detroit. They live in $5,000 houses with no water in Detroit. Some of the pastors are driving Bentleys. How in the world? And on that, hey, look. I was filming outside a church in Chicago, and his followers were being dropped off by a bus, giving 10% of their income, and they being dropped off by a bus. Dude jump out in a Porsche. And as we out there filming, I pointed that out. I'm like, look at this dude. He jumping into a Porsche, and his followers out here walking. Dude go home to a mansion. Dude go home to a compound. Forget a mansion. What happened to greed? Dude, how you and your wife, 2 people live here. This is bigger than some of our neighborhoods. That's for 2 people. 2. One, him and his wife. And not only do we get donations from the people from the church that go there, he get from online all over the world. He also sells books as well. So some of his money come from his books as well. But now you need a $4 million loan from the government. Dude, Dude. Whoever keep donating, y'all deserve to get took. Y'all deserve it. Y'all deserve to get took at this point. It's enough evidence. It's enough info out there to see you getting took. And the fact that y'all still donating, y'all some silly. Y'all silly. Y'all silly. Straight up. Creflo Dollar done scammed y'all. Y'all can't figure out a scam when you see it. When your pastor pull up in a Bentley and a Hummer and purchase a $96 million private jet, you still ain't caught on yet? Come on, people. Come on. All right, so look. So, dude pimping. So, here's the article. It's going to say Joel Osteen criticized after his Houston megachurch sees 4.4 PPP loan. Lakewood Houston Church taking revealed as a megachurch 4.4 in payment protection. Now, some of these loans, if you can prove that you gave it to your employees, stuff like that, you don't have to pay it back. Some of it's a grant. Had an issue with Osteen not helping to pay his own employees, as the pastor is well known for his wealthy to his very media enterprise. Big pimping, boy. Yeah, hey, we in the wrong business. We need to be out there collecting some of that Tax Me Sunday money. Creflo said, I need a private jet. Private jet. I can't fly with the local folks. That's beneath me. Pay me. And his followers was like, yeah. Yeah. We'll give you a private jet. 96 million while we getting evicted from our homes. But you go ahead with your big mega mansion and mega Bentleys. Bentleys with the S. And your private jets. We'll continue to starve. We'll continue to get evicted out of our homes. We'll continue to struggle. But you go ahead. Two people need a mega church that's wrapped around the whole community with big mega pools and mega houses and guest houses. And we'll sleep on the floor. That's fine. We'll sleep with rats and roaches. Y'all didn't see y'all was being taken for a ride then? I did a show on Creflo Dollar. This is the one. This is the one I did on Creflo.
You ain't giving the blessing nothing to multiply. All through the Bible. Now listen, here's been the deal. How come then, Brother Dollar, when mine gonna come in? All right, watch this. I'll tell you why I hadn't come in. You ain't giving the blessing none to work with. You ain't giving the blessing nothing to multiply. You're not giving the blessing anything to multiply. It's going to take the involvement of some materials. If you need money, it's going to take the involvement of money so it can be multiplied.
It's going to take the involvement of money to get me so I can multiply it. You're not giving the blessing, which is me. He's calling himself the blessing. He's calling himself the blessing. You ain't giving the blessing money to be multiplied. So give me more of your money, and then God gonna bless you one day. Huh? Okay. Okay. I mean, if you say so. All right, anyway, I wanted to bring you guys a story. What people, watch out for scam artists. They'll con you right out your socks. They'll watch you get off the bus. They'll watch you walk and struggle and get evicted out your crib. And they'll go home to a multi-mega compound. Forget a mansion. That ain't a mansion. This is not a mansion. That's a compound. You hear me? That's a compound. And I had like 115 people on it, dropped to 50. Some of y'all still giving that Tax Me Sunday money, I see. I see some of y'all on here giving that Tax Me Sunday money. Well, speaking of Tax Me Sunday money, send your money to me so it can be multiplied. Let me put up my Cash App so y'all can be multiplied. Anyway, I know some of y'all ain't gonna like it. I know some of y'all, giving to y'all pastor that pull up in the Bentleys, when y'all being taught about greed. Even if I had 70 million, I don't need 3 Bentleys. I wouldn't. I honestly will put my community on. I build businesses in my community. Honest. For real. Hey, let's be serious for a minute. If I had $70 million a year right now, I would put businesses in my community. I wouldn't let none of us starve. I put businesses and I open them joints and I flip that money for everybody in my community. I don't need 3 Bentleys. I'm good. I could drive a regular car. It'll be a new, nice something that's low-key from everybody. But I don't need 3 Bentleys. For what? I don't need a compound around the whole block. For what? For what? 2 people need a compound like that. Explain it to me. How do 2 people, that crib right there probably costs $80,000 a month to maintain. All donated from the people from your community. Huh? Anyway, I don't know what's good on the second government check. I don't know. But they still giving out 4.4 million. Hey, I need to start me. Y'all can all say y'all work for my life in the Shire. Let me go and get that 4.4. And let me grab me a mega $1 million mansion. And grab me a Bentley. Go on, send them donations in. Straight up, I can use 4.4. Buy me a private jet. Mega $1 million mansion. 3 Bentleys. $500,000 a piece, because I gotta look fly when I get to my office, right? But you guys make sure you give. Me, I'ma do me. Anyway, like, subscribe. I know I offended a lot of y'all. I know a lot of y'all like this motherfucker here. God damn it, talking about me. I'm sending all my money to church. Hey, y'all stay safe and be easy out there, y'all.